Hi, everyone, and welcome once again to Southside Dodge Rebels this week. We've got 4 games worth of highlights for you this time around. We check in with a behind-the-scenes look at a special event in honor of Cale Williams, and we check in with news and notes from around the Western Hockey League. But we kick things off today by flashing back to last Tuesday night here at the NMAC Centrum, the Rebels playing host to the Kootenay Ice. These fine hombres were keeping me company in the Rebels' goal bar, celebrating what turned out to be Cinco de Marcho. Earlier in the day, Mackenzie Skapski was named WHL Goaltender of the Month for February. He went 9-2 and had 4 shutouts. And he was put to work early, forced to turn aside a breakaway chance for Brooks Maxwell. Connor Bleakley wins the face-off. Devin Faffer's point shot is blocked, but the rebound goes right to Matt Bellerive. He beats Skapski for his 15th of the year, 1-0 Rebels. Kootenay replies just 23 seconds later. Brady Gaudet's turnover ends up on the stick of Jaden Deschanel. He beats Patrick Bartosak for his 23rd of the year. It's 1-1. Matthew Dumba winds and fires from the point, but Skapski brings that one in. Dumba sets up Turner Elson down low. He spins and fires, but can't beat Skapski. Reese Dino on a breakaway is stopped by Skapski, but Maxwell crashes the crease and somehow finds the rebound. He bangs home his 10th of the season, 29 seconds into period 2. It's a 2-1 lead for the Rebs. But again, the Ice responds shortly thereafter. Levi Cable chases down the puck and blasts one past Bartosak for his 14th on the year. It's 2-2, less than 3 minutes into period 2. Brock Montgomery charges in and fires one off the goalpost. The Rebels took their 3rd 1-goal lead of the game when Tyson Ness found himself alone in the slot with the puck on his stick. He rifles home his 14th of the year, making it 3-2. But just 6 seconds into a power play, Joey Leach's point shot made its way past Bartosak for his 6th of the campaign, and yes, it's 3-3. This time the Rebels reply quickly as Dumba takes a feed from Elson, blasts home his 14th on the year, 4-3 Rebels still in the second. The Rebels finally buck the trend and take a 2-goal lead as Tyson Ness gets his stick on Brady Gaudet's point shot. That beats Skapski. Ness' 2nd of the game, 15th of the year, makes it 5-3 through 40. We've got fisticuffs, kinda, not really. Joel Hamilton, John Martin really don't get much going in this one. Wyatt Hoffman comes on in relief of Skapski in Kootenay's net to start the 3rd. And he's put to the test when Dumba springs Tyson Ness in all alone, but Ness fires high and wide. Dominic Volek starts the rush. He makes a great pass over to Bellerive, but Hoffman makes a tremendous sliding save. Ice come looking to get back within a goal, but Bartosak makes a superb stop of his own. Elson sets up Dumba, who tries for his 2nd of the game, but his shot hits the iron. Cody Teal fires a rocket from a sharp angle. Hoffman gets a piece of it, but not enough to keep it out. Teal's 4th of the season makes it 6-3 Rebels. Kootenay gets one more in this one thanks to a fantastic individual effort by Deschanel. His 2nd of the game makes it a 6-4 affair. Ice net empty as they desperately try to tie this game up. And they come close to getting one more goal, but Bartosak scrambles to cover up in the crease. Tyson Ness gets a glorious chance to cap off his hat trick, but he waits a hair too long and loses the puck before he can shoot on the empty cage. But the Rebels do end up burning off the final seconds of play, and they win a wild one over Kootenay 6-4.
I thought it was a game of, you look at it every time we scored, they came right back and scored, in the first 3 goals, and then they scored right away again. And, we at times tonight, we weren't as sharp as we need to be. We thought at times we were sloppy here tonight, but we took a couple bad penalties. On the offensive zone, you can't take penalties like that this time of the year, so we got to be smart of that. And but in other ways, we were good tonight too. You score 6 goals, that's a good thing. We created some offense, which is a good thing. I thought we did some really good things in the offensive zone, and we were pretty good in the neutral zone too. But in our zone, we gotta be a little tighter. We gotta make sure this time of year we defend the right way and do the things the right way without the puck. So, all in all, we're happy with the 2 points, but we need to continue to push. We need to continue to get better here.
They're already giving it to me. Didn't know there was a guy behind me, but wanted to make sure, but I just held on to it too late, and there it went.
Game data brought to you by 247rentier.ca. A pair of Tyson Ness goals lead the way as the Rebels get 2 more important points in the Eastern Conference standings. One night later, the Rebels were heading south for another matchup against a Central Division rival. This time, it was the Lethbridge Hurricanes. Mike Simpson tests Patrick Bartasak with a point shot, but is denied. Reese Dino does the same at the other end. Ty Rimmer squeezes down for the save after a tip from Brooks Maxwell. In the second period, Tyson Ness finds a wide open Turner Elson, who tips home his 24th of the year. It's 1-0. Some fantastic work here by Maxwell. He eludes two Canes defenders and finds, guess who? Turner Elson. His second on the night makes it 2-0. Wyatt Johnson gets in on the scoring as he blasts his 10th of the year past Rimmer for a 3-0 Rebels lead. At the other end, Patrick Bartasak up to his usual tricks with a wonderful stop on Jamin Jakubowski. Jakubowski comes in again with a great scoring chance, but again he's foiled by Bartasak's brilliancy. Rebels seal the deal in the third as Matthew Dumba finds the back of the net for his 15th on the year. 4-0 Rebels was the final score. Patrick Bartasak makes 39 saves for his 5th shutout on the year, his second goose egg in 3 games, and his second straight shutout against Lethbridge. 48 hours later, the Hurricanes Rebels did battle once again. They wrapped up their series here at the NMAX Centrium. A nice moment prior to puck drop as the Rebels players continued their annual tradition by thanking their billet families on ice and presenting the moms with some lovely flowers. Red Deer Rebel Nation looking forward to another home ice tilt and the chance to see Riley Boomgarden in the lineup for the first time since December 14th. Devin Fafford sitting out due to injury. Wyatt Johnson sets up Dominic Volek for a shot. Ty Rimmer makes a great save, but the rebound comes right to Tyson Ness. He finds the open cage for his 16th of the year and a 1-0 Red Deer lead just 93 seconds in. Not sure how the Rebels didn't take a 2-0 lead here, but Rimmer's acrobatics had something to do with it. Man, Reese Dino doesn't get much closer than this. Brooks Maxwell busts in from his off wing, beats Rimmer with the wrister, but can't beat the post. The Rebels do double their lead thanks to a great effort by the captain. He hustles down to get his own rebound before beating Rimmer for his 26th of the season. Elson makes it 2-0 Rebels midway through the first. Elson then gets stonewalled trying to split the D, but look who's there to back him up. Dino shows outstanding patience in outweighting Rimmer before sliding home his team-leading 27th of the season. Rebels up 3 Cobb. Hurricanes do get one back before the end of the frame. Patrick Bartasak makes the first dozen saves before the puck eventually goes out to Brady Ramsey. He cuts the Canes' deficit to 3-1 through 20. This might be a first. I've been to a couple hundred Rebels games in my time. Can't ever remember a marriage proposal before this one. Thankfully, she said yes. Lethbridge gets the only goal in the second period. Great stretch pass by Rimmer springs Jamal Watson. He sets up Jamin Jakubowski, who is stopped, but Watson is all over the rebound to make it 3-2. Joel Hamilton comes looking for his 10th of the year, but loses the puck at the last second. Michael Sofilis comes oh so close to tying the game at 3, but Patrick bars the door. Russell Maxwell thinks he's winning a race to the loose puck, but Patrick sprints out for a big poke check. He gets back in net in time for a pad save. Canes keep working the puck through the zone, and finally, Bartasak ends the play with a glove stop on Ryan Pilon. Sloppy giveaway by Boomgarden forces Bartasak to bail him out with a save on Josh Durko. Elson sets up Dino crease side, but Rimmer gets a leg out to keep this a 1-goal game. Rebels seal the deal with just a few seconds remaining. Tyson Ness slides home his second on the night into the empty net. The Rebels clinch 4th place in the Eastern Conference with a 4-2 win.
The quick start offensively, we got a little sloppy, and we spent some time in our own zone that we don't want to spend, and we got lackadaisical in a few things. It was a bad line change, obviously, on their second goal. It was just mentally we just lost our focus there for a bit, and we took the time out, and we kind of regrouped from there. And third period, I thought we played a really good third period. We had some quality scoring chances. We never gave up much. And we did what we wanted to here these past 2 games. We needed to get points, and we were able to get 4 points, and we got some help on the outside. So it's given us an opportunity now to finish in the top 4. So, but our goal is still to be a good team, make sure our accountability and responsibility this time of the year is where it needs to be as far as the player is concerned, and just making sure we do things right.
I feel like we pressured them, and they were made to force bad passes, and we took them, and we went and we got our feet moving. Everybody was jumping up in the play, even our defense, so they got up in there. We had a lot of 2-on-1s and a lot of chances, and that's what it takes. And even last game, that's what we did too. And it's just, you got to pressure teams and make them make mistakes every night.
The Rebels' win dealt a huge blow to the Hurricanes' playoff chances. Lethbridge desperately trying to catch Kootenay for 8th in the conference. Patrick Bartosak with some extra support in the NMAX Centrium this week as his parents made a special visit all the way from the Czech Republic. No doubt they had fun watching their son sign autographs for dozens of Red Deer's faithful. Coming up after the break, highlights from the Rebels game Sunday afternoon in Calgary and a behind-the-scenes look at what goes on with the Rebels video production crew.
Miette a 2-on-1 with Johnson. Miette stops. Over to Johnson.
Hey Red Deer Rebels fans, have we got the show for you? Southside Dodge Rebels This Week is your #1 source for everything Rebels.
Nice left-hand save.
Highlights, interviews, stats, and exclusive behind-the-scenes features brought to you each and every week by those who have their eye on the Rebels all season long.
He's back to the middle.
Southside Dodge Rebels This Week, weeknights on Shaw TV.
Welcome back to the show. The Rebels wrapped up their very busy 4-game week this past Sunday afternoon with a visit to the Calgary Hitmen. Both the Rebels and the Hitmen had clinched their spots in the standings heading into this one. Rebels open the scoring as Reese Dino surveys and finds Tyson Ness wide open on the power play. He nets his 18th for a 1-0 lead. Hitmen respond in the second. Spencer Humphreys gets it out front to Rebels killer Cody Sylvester. The 20-year-old shot trickles through Bartosak as Calgary ties it on a power play of their own. Less than a minute later, Jake Vertanen feeds Victor Rask to start the play. Brooks Masick finishes it with his 32nd of the year, 2-1 Hitmen. Calgary takes a 3-1 lead when Pavlo Panakin walks out from the corner and outweights Patrick Bartosak for his 22nd. Then he gives a salute to the crowd at the Saddle Dome. No 10-minute misconduct, though. Watch this incredible save by Bartosak. He drops his stick while diving desperately to keep the puck out. Hitmen lead remains 3-1. The Rebels cut their deficit to 1 with a power play beauty of their own. Dumba springs Dino, then joins the rush. He gets the return pass and beats Chris Drieger for his 16th on the year. 3-2 Hitmen. Red Deer completes the 2-goal comeback in the third. Dumba waits, fires, save made by Drieger, but Brady Gaudet fires the rebound home for his 5th of the season. It's 3-3. Calgary comes mighty close to winning it off a face-off, but the buzzer saves the Rebels. This one was going to overtime. Hitmen get a power play in the extra session, and they would take full advantage. Alex Roach with the point shot, Calder Brooks with the tip past Bartosak for the game winner. The Hitmen pull out a 4-3 victory. A wildly entertaining tilt between these two rivals. The Hitmen end up winning 4 of 6 versus the Rebels this season. The win on Sunday, also their 4th straight. With 2 games left to go, Reese Dino has a 2-point lead on Turner Elson in the Rebels scoring race. The Rebels have locked down 4th place and home ice advantage in the first round of playoffs. Only the 8th and final playoff spot remains unclaimed heading into the final week. The Rebels wrap up their regular season with a home-and-home series versus the conference-leading Oil Kings. Friday night in Red Deer, Saturday night up in Edmonton. Well, as we have mentioned, the Rebels have clinched 4th place in the Eastern Conference. That means they have home ice advantage for the first round of the WHL playoffs. The tickets officially went on sale this Monday. The home dates for games 1 and 2, Friday the 22nd, Saturday the 23rd. You can find all the ticket information you want on Ticketmaster. Well, Rebels fans sure have enjoyed the brand new score clock here in the NMAX Centrium since it was put in a few years ago, but there's a lot of work that goes into putting what goes on that screen each and every night. Here's a behind-the-scenes look with the Red Deer Rebels video production team.
We start off with basically with a script from the Red Deer Rebels. They produce a script for us to look over and get organized, making sure that all the ads get in. So my job is at around 3 o'clock I come in, make sure that we get all the ads into the computer for the jumbo screen, and get all the pre-game stuff ready to go. At 4 o'clock we come in and do the Mooner intro for the opening video with the Red Deer Rebels score clock video. So we talk to Cam Moon and produce a video that is played at the big screen before the game. It's kind of the big pump me up part of the video presentation. The best thing about this whole thing is we have a great team of people that help and do everything around the whole night. We've got camera guys, we've got a switcher, director, a producer, which is what I do, is I make sure the show continue from beginning to end, it works smoothly. And then we've got guys that basically are the replay operators so we have like a multitasked group of people that are very talented people for that matter. So this is the control room right here, where all the magic happens, we like to say. We got a crew of 4 at night in here at all times. Sometimes it's 3 actually, depending who's all up here. We've got the LED operator right here who operates the new addition to the Centrium, the LED banners. He's in charge of putting all the ads up on there. Right beside him is the replay operator, Troy. He basically, all the replays you see during the game are sent from here, and he basically marks them and makes sure that the best plays are ready to go for the next whistle. Beside him is the director switcher, Chris. He's basically, during the game night, he's basically pushing the buttons, making sure everything runs smoothly from what we have on the script in front of him. And make sure that, during gameplay, the proper cameras are on and whatever promos we do have are ready to go for the next whistle.
I'll call for the replays from Troy here beside me and different promos that we're going to see on air. So that's basically my job in a nutshell. And when you see the noise sign and people cheering, I call myself the puppet master because people will cheer when I put the little noise thing up. So that's kind of what my job is up here, is to try to enhance game night action for the fans.
The biggest thing is that we make sure that we take care of the sponsors first, get that out of the way and make sure that they're taken care of. But then when you have to feel the crowd and feel the game. If the game has kind of got a slow momentum to it, our job is to help bring that back up to a better level. The crowd sometimes can be quiet. Our job is to help them boost them up a bit and make sure that, hey, they got to be part of the game. And that's the biggest thing is our job is we're there to help out where we can. We just got to feel the crowd. And sometimes, we want to make sure that the crowd responds to the game itself, not just to our screens.
Have you got a favorite? Is there one or 2 videos that really seem to get the crowd back into it?
Yeah, the one video definitely is the one movie clip up here. It starts off with Will Ferrell in the background calling for more cowbell. And so I just get a chuckle just because everybody loves Will Ferrell and it kind of plays off of that. So that one's one of the old-time favorites. So, and a little secret is our red noise symbol up here. I'll show you here right now. Probably don't see it, but
yeah, I got
that one
shot actually.
So this one right here is one of our best noisemakers. It doesn't have anything, so it doesn't matter what audio is being played by music, this will get people to cheer. Not any other ones, it's red noise. That's the secret. We've got such close group of guys here, and we all know what everyone else is going to do. We all have our expectations. We achieve those expectations, and it makes coming to work, it's not a job. This is just fun. This is what makes it great, so it's the crew.
Time now for another installment of Train Like a Rebel, and for that, we check in with Jack at 360 Fitness.
Hi everyone, Jack here at 360 Fitness, and today on Train Like a Rebel, we're talking about training with resistance bands. Resistance bands gives you a great alternative to having an expensive at-home gym. So just grab 3 to 4 bands of different resistance from your local fitness equipment shop, and you're good to go. About a $100 budget is all you're gonna need. So we're gonna do 3 resistance band exercises today. So Brooke's demonstrating a bicep curl. Do 3 sets of 15. The way to get set up, put the band underneath your feet, come all the way up about your chest height, all the way back down. We're gonna transition into a slide lateral. It's a shoulder exercise. It's great. Again, put your feet underneath the band, adjust your width of your feet for resistance, come all the way up to about 90 degrees off your rib cage. The third exercise we're gonna transition into is a row, okay? This is a great upper back exercise. Bring it all the way down, all the way up, extend your arms straight, bring it all the way and squeeze your shoulder blades together at the end. Do 3 sets of 15, all the way through, 3 exercises, boom, you have a great full body workout.
Coming up after the break, we go behind the scenes at a special event in honor of Cale Williams and go around the Western Hockey League. Southside Dodge Rebels This Week is presented by Southside Dodge Chrysler Jeep in Red Deer, Alberta. Welcome back to the show. A group of students from Notre Dame Catholic High School got together and put a special event on in honor of Cale Williams and in support of a great cause. Okay, so we're here at Winning for Wilms, and we're chatting with one of the organizers, Madison Furtig, who is a student at Notre Dame Catholic High School. Madison, talk about all the work that went into this event here happening tonight?
Well, it was really interesting because we chose suicide information and education services in September. And I guess none of us really knew that this would happen in February. And we were looking for ways to raise money for our teams. And one of the guys brought forward, like, what better way to honor Cale, the biggest hockey fan out there, than a hockey game. And it was kind of something that was brought up, and a few of us girls were like, let's get it going. I think that'd be great. So I guess this is what happened. We had the DAW. It got bigger. We got the arena. And I think it's amazing the turnout we've gotten here tonight.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the official attendance will be. There's a couple hundred people here, which really speaks to the person that Cale was and all the people who were close friends with him.
Yeah, it's crazy because he was that kid that not only had one group of friends, he was friends with so many different groups, and he was friends with so many different people. And we always say, like, you could have a conversation with Cale for 5 minutes and it seemed like you knew each other forever. That was one of his best qualities.
And a lot of people came together. You mentioned yourselves as students at Notre Dame, some great sponsors, hockey players. A lot of people are really joining forces here tonight.
Yes, definitely. It's been a huge group effort. We've been going around just even asking for a small, like, $50 donation, and we've gotten tickets, we've gotten signed jerseys, sticks, like $500 cash checks. Like, it's not what we expected from a hockey game.
So obviously the hockey game tonight, Madison, the fun part of this whole cause. How can people get involved and show their support moving forward?
Well, if people would like to participate this week, it's actually the whole service project week. So it's called Race for Your Life. And if you would like to make a donation, you can drop it off at Notre Dame High School and cash the check to Notre Dame Grad Service Project. And if you want more information on suicide help in Red Deer, visit their website at suicidehelp.ca. It's really interesting. They have an adult version and a child version. And they have questions to, and answers to everything you need to know.
Madison, thanks very much for doing this, and congratulations on a great event.
Thank you so much. Thanks for coming.
Our pleasure to be here. Also here tonight, supporting the cause, winning for Wilms, the Red Deer Rebels themselves.
He's been a great guy. He's loved the game. We've got a couple friends on our team that are really good, really close to him, so we thought we might as well come out and support it and be out here to watch them play.
Speaks to the person that Cale was to see a couple hundred people out here for this thing too.
That's awesome. I mean, to have more the merrier. It's just awesome to have support for awareness and everything. It's just good to support them all out here.
And as we saw with the stall in the locker room, Cale's still a big part of your guys' team.
Oh, for sure. I mean, that's going to be there all year. We're always putting pucks up there for every win, so he's going to be with us all year.
Time now for news and notes from around the Western Hockey League. Lethbridge Captain Graham Hood was suspended 2 games for a boarding major and game misconduct he received while playing against the Rebels last Wednesday. Hood's hit knocked Devin Fafford out of the lineup for 2 games. The Tri-City Americans posted their 40th win of the 2012-2013 season Friday over the Kootenay Ice, and that marks the 7th straight season in which the team has won 40 or more games, equaling a WHL record. With the win, the Americans join the Regina Pats and the Kamloops Blazers as WHL clubs having posted 40 or more wins in 7 straight years. The Portland Winterhawks clinched first place overall in the WHL's regular season standings with their 5-2 win in Victoria Sunday. They win the Scotty Munro Trophy for the first time since the 97-98 season. The Red Deer Optimist Chiefs continue their defense of their Midget AAA National Championship. The Chiefs came from behind on Sunday to beat the Calgary Buffaloes 5-4 in overtime, taking Game 1 of the Alberta Midget Hockey League South Division Final. The series continues Wednesday night in Calgary before returning to the Red Deer Arena Friday night for Game 3. That about does it for this week's show. Thanks for watching. As always, a reminder, playoff tickets are on sale. Home games Friday the 22nd and Saturday the 23rd for round 1. Check us out on Twitter at Rebels This Week and watch the show anytime on demand at our website, rebelsthisweek.com. We'll see you next time.
ladies and gentlemen, just before we sing Old Canada, and while Dean and Nicole start to focus.
There we are. So thanks very much again to Gasoline Alley, Harley Davidson. If you get a chance, go say hello. They are your game night sponsor tonight. They've got some great stuff to show you. While we have a moment, it's a busy night here at the NMAX Centrium. We want to do one of our special promos on the ice. Like to say hello to longtime Rebel fans and friends of the program. This is Jason and Ashley. Say hi to Jason and Ashley if you don't mind. So Jason and Ashley came to the game tonight, and well, I'll let Jason actually take it from here. He can host this part.
It's been 432 days since I took a chance on a blind date, which changed my life for the better. My life has never and could never be the same since I've met you. You've made me more happier than I could ever imagine. I can't picture life without you by my side. We've had an amazing journey together, and I can't wait for the next step of our life together. I love you more than any words can describe. Ashley Sampson.
Back up, puts a slap shot over top of the kick. Deeds looking back to Stransky. What a save by Boyd! Highway robbery! Wow! Wide left. Kancik takes him to the boards. Down hard.
Edmonton leads that claw behind the defense. Comes in. Backhand shot. Moves it into the back of the goal.
Up the wall. He'll hit points. 2-on-1 with Messi. Point on the right wing. Dangles home. Messi!
Across and sticks in the net. Just for 10 chances scored. Branson tries to pick it up. He goes to Popoff. Popoff, top of the net. Giants Popoff dance like nobody's watching. The Giants win it in overtime.
Late blue line. Berlin picks it up. He'll go straight up the gut. Trying to go through the Warriors. Defense scores. What a play, Michael Berlin.